Really, this time is for each and every one of you. Crossing over the flood sutta. I have heard that on one occasion, the Blessed One was staying near Swavati in Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's monastery. Then a certain Devata in the far extreme of the night, her extreme radiance lighting up the entirety of Jeta's Grove, went to the Blessed One. On arrival, having bowed down to him, she stood to one side. As she was standing there, she said to him, "Tell me, dear sir, how have you crossed over the flood?" "I crossed over the flood without pushing forward, without staying in place." "But how, dear sir, did you cross over the flood without pushing forward, without staying in place?" "When I pushed forward, I was whirled about. When I stayed in place, I sank. And so I crossed over the flood without pushing forward, without staying in place." The Devata said, "At long last I see a Brahman totally unbound, who without pushing forward, without staying in place, has crossed over the entanglements of the world." That is what the Devata said. The teacher approved, realizing that the teacher has approved me. She bowed down to him, circumambulated him, keeping him to her right, and then vanished right there. And I put this in lay people's words by just saying that if a thought arises in the mind, just do nothing. Yeah, just do nothing. And that takes a lot of effort to do nothing. So we're going to really practice with the thoughts. We're going to do a simple practice of the mindfulness of breathing. And your work for today is just to do nothing. If a feeling, a sensation arises in the body, do nothing. If a thought arises, do nothing. It's possible to have thoughts without a thinker. Okay. Preparation. Allow your mind to settle back into the heart. So allow the mind to drop into the heart so that mind and heart is one. And allow the heart to drop into the body and settle in the body. And allow the body to settle on your seat, on your cushion. And take this secluded time for you. Have a sense of the body poised upwards and alert. And at the same time, surrendering to your seat. And see if you can hear the sound of your own breathing. As we inhale and exhale, there is a sound. See if you can connect to the sound of your own breathing. One of the ways we can prevent negative mental states arising, one of the ways we can eradicate negative mental states arising is arriving here in the now. 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 So just arrive here now. The past will take you away and into some hot air balloon ride. And the future will take you into a hot air balloon ride. Come back down into your body and be here now. The mindfulness of breathing. We're going to give the mind something to do. This is another way to help prevent and eradicate unwholesome mental states. So the mind is going to do something. You will breathe in and out, count 1. Breathe in and out, count 2. Breathe in and out, count 3, and all the way to 10 and back again. And if you find yourself stuck on a number, fantastic. Bring it back to 1. If you find yourself counting to 15, 20, fantastic. Bring it back to 1. The mind will wander. It's what the mind loves to do. So just gently bring it back to breathing in, breathing out, 1. Breathing in, breathing out, 2. And all the way to 10. Now we count before the breath. So again, just still giving the mind something to do. So we count 1, breathe in and out. Count 2, breathe in and out. Count 3, breathe in and out. And all the way to 10 and back again. And again, if you find yourself counting to 20, so what? You noticed, fantastic. That's part of preventing negative mental states by just noticing what's going on. And the second part is bringing ourselves back to our focus. And our focus in this moment is count 1, breathe in and out. Count 2, breathe in and out. Count 3, breathe in and out. And all the way to 10 and back again. The mind will wander. It's what the mind loves to do. So what? We just gently and friendly bring ourselves back to the body, to the breath, and to the counting. In this next stage, we drop the counting. Hopefully the body is feeling a bit more settled. And we become aware of the whole body, just breathing throughout the whole body and experiencing the breathing throughout the whole body. So breathing from head to toe, toe to head, and experiencing the whole body breathing. And the mind will wander. It hasn't got the counting to focus on. So it will wander, and that's okay. And what we're going to do is as best we can, stay sitting on the bleachers and just watching the thoughts unfold. We don't have to get off the bleachers. We don't have to get off our seat onto the court or the playground and start engaging with the thoughts that have arisen. So, breathing in, experiencing the whole body breathing. Breathing out, experiencing the whole body breathing. In this final stage, we focus on the upper lip and inside the nostrils and noticing the sensation of the touch of the breath on the inside of the nostrils or on the upper lip. And we allow the touch of the breath to regulate the body, to soothe the body. And the mind will wander. If it wanders, perhaps become aware of the touch of the breath in the abdomen, rising and falling. And perhaps just naming the hindrance. Sense desire. Thoughts of ill will. Restlessness, anxiety. Sloth and torpor or doubt. So just name it and come back to the touch of the breath on the upper lip, inside the nostrils, or perhaps in the abdomen rising and falling. And just focus there. And if you find your mind wandering, just name the hindrance and come back. Stay seated on the bleachers, on your seat. So gently arriving back. Meditation is fantastic. I think it's fantastic. What we learn on the cushions, we can take off into the world. If we can learn to notice the distraction and bring ourselves back, then when we're out there in the world again, we might notice when we get caught by a facilitated thought that says, oh, wouldn't it be quite nice to pick up my choice of substance? But then it's like bring ourselves back to our focus. So really what we do on the cushions, we can take off the cushions into the world. So this is an opportunity for to have a